everyone. Let's go ahead and begin seated with the legs crossed, and just take a deep breath in, hold the breath for 1 little second, and sigh it out. Good. So I like to begin with the hands in Namaste, and I always begin with 3 deep breaths. And the reason for this is because when there is the feeling of ritual, then the nervous system knows what's coming and kind of chills out a little bit, and it's a signal to the mind and body to relax. In this year of uncertainty and sort of not knowing what's coming next, I feel like it can be very comforting to know what's coming next, even if it's just for 15 minutes. So snuggle your sit bones down into the ground, sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the hands to the heart center. You can close your eyes and take a moment to set a clear intention for your practice today. Think about what it is you'd like to invite into your body, your mind, and your heart. And today we'll be doing some standing work, so our collective intention will be standing your ground. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, draw a line from the sky to your heart. 2 more times. Great big inhalation, lengthen through your waist. Slow, steady exhalation, coming back to the heart space. And just 1 more. Great big inhale, fill the body with breath and light. Slow, steady exhale, hands come to Namaste. Let's come onto the hands and knees. Once you're on all fours, hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hips distance apart. Inhale, gaze up to the sky. Exhale and round your spine, draw your belly button up and in. 2 more times, inhale, looking up. Exhale and round. And just 1 more. I love this sequence for warming up your core. Exhale and round, and come back to a flat back. As you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. In your first down dog, feel free to pedal out the legs, maybe shake the head, wag the hips, see what feels good. And then walk your hands all the way back to your feet into an easy forward fold. So your hands can be on the floor, the outer shin, or the opposite elbow. I'm going to turn to the side just for a moment so you can see what I'm doing with my legs. I'm really trying to allow my upper body to spill over the legs. So I'm not sitting back into my heels. If anything, I'm sort of moving forward into the ball of the foot. And this creates more length in the hamstrings. As you're ready, rise all the way up, circle the arms, hands to Namaste. Let's inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hands can come again to the outer shin or the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You come up halfway. Exhale and fold, nose towards your knees. And let's rise with the power of the inhalation, circling the arms. Hands touch, hands to Namaste. Good. On the breath, inhale up. Exhale and release, hands down. Come up halfway to inhale. Exhale, fold in a little deeper, feel your strong legs beneath you. And then rise from that strength, from your solid foundation. Unite the palms and draw the hands to the heart. I'm going to ask you to do this 1 more time with the eyes closed. First time that you close your eyes and start to move, it's kind of like, whoa, where am I? But trust yourself, trust your strong foundation as you inhale up. You exhale to fold. You know where the floor is. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold in a little deeper, and then rise. Inhaling, flutter the eyes open. Hands to the heart center. Good work. Let's bring the hands to the hips, and you can step or jump your feet nice and wide. So my feet are about 3.5 to 4 feet apart. My big toes turn in slightly. All that does is it helps to create a little bit more freedom in the hamstring. Inhale up, exhale, and fold. You can bring your hands to the floor. If that's hard, no worries. You can always keep your hands on your outer shins again. But if you're a little bit more bendy here, maybe you even bring your elbows down. See what feels right to you today. And just enjoy one more big breath. Good work. Let's bring our hands to the hips, come all the way up, and we set up for warrior two on the right. So you turn your right foot out to the right, the left toes turn in slightly, and you bend that front knee to a 90-degree angle. As you do so, sweep your arms up so that they're parallel with the floor. 3 deep breaths right here. One more deep breath. And now let's straighten that front leg and listen for the change. You're going to get as long as you can through the right side of your waist, and then bring that hand down either to the lower leg or to the floor, and top arm reaches up to the sky. So again, today's theme is all about standing your ground. So I would love for you to feel your 2 feet pressing into the earth so that you have a stable foundation. And just like when you're creating any structure that has some height to it, the more stable the foundation, the taller it can grow. So reach that hand up, maybe just 1 more inch, breathe a little deeper, maybe even smile, enjoy your strength. Bend that front knee a little bit, come all the way up. Let's spin around into warrior two on the second side right away. So I bend my left knee to a 90-degree angle. I press the outer arch of my back foot into the floor, and I reach my arms out. My arms are parallel with the floor, and there's a feeling of expansion. It's like you're expanding from the heart center through the channels of the arms. And this pose is called Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. And it's all about a strong warrior who stood his ground and expanded his energy. Nice. And now let's straighten that front leg. Remember, once again, you're going to get as long as you can through the side body. Then bring that bottom hand down, outer shin to the floor. Maybe you even have yoga blocks at home. See what feels good. Let's reach that top hand up, and then just to the extent that it feels okay, turn the chest to the sky. So in triangle, which is what you're in now, the 2 feet press down and the top hand reaches up. Thus the name triangle. It's the shape that you're creating. Breathe. And see if you can just light up that triangle a little bit. And what I mean by that is you're breathing a little deeper. You're energizing the pose by pressing the feet down, lifting the top hand, maybe even taking the weight off the bottom hand for a second, and then come all the way up. Nice work. Let's move back to the first side, back into Warrior Two. So bending this front knee, arms reach out. So we have a little bit of repetition, and then we will add on a new pose here. But again, when the nervous system kind of knows what's coming, when the mind knows what's coming rather, the nervous system chills out. There's no big surprises. Straighten the front leg, reach the hand down, triangle pose once again, top hand reaches up to the sky, you're turning your heart to the sky, you're breathing deeply. Nice. So as you know, I'm in Hawaii, and I'm breathing in those trade winds. You might even see just a little breeze around me, some of the pages of the books behind me moving, or the little tassel on my bracelet. Come all the way up, both arms reach up, interlace the fingers, spin the palms to the sky. Now we do have a new shape here. All you're going to do is lean back. And I would love for you to breathe into the right side of your body, breathe into the right lung.
through the right side of your chest, waist, shoulder. Really reach long. Make sure that you're not collapsing on the left side. It's like you're reaching up and over something. You're here just for one more big breath. Deepest breath of the year. And come all the way up. Release the arms. We move into warrior two on the second side. Nice. So as we move into warrior two, this front leg is externally rotated and the back leg is internally rotated. So you're challenging your body to work in slightly different ways. And it's really good work. It's the same work that you do in the gym in a lunge. Keep breathing. Triangle pose, straighten the front leg, bring the hand down, bring the opposite arm up to the sky, turn, turn, turn your chest to the sky, maybe even turn your gaze to the sky. Get really light on the bottom hand, and there's almost like a rebounding action here. It's like that top hand can reach up a little bit higher because the bottom hand is so light. One more big breath. Come all the way up. Use those strong legs, interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the sky, and now reach up and back. There's that great big side stretch. So it's reverse triangle with the hands interlaced. Both sides of the waist are stretching. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So all of these little muscles in the side of your body, your obliques, your intercostals, even your lats, those larger muscles in the back, all of those muscles help with respiration. Fancy way of saying breathing. So breathe a little deeper and release. Beautiful work. Let's bring the hands to the floor and walk your hands forward, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Come on down to your hands and knees. Crisscross your ankles behind you and have a seat. Okay, we've got one quick hip opener and then we'll move into meditation. So what I would love for you to do here is try to stack your lower legs like so. Inhale, come up nice and tall through the torso. If this is not available to your hips, you can always just go simple cross-legged. You will still feel a really good stretch. Inhale for length, exhale. Maybe the hands, maybe the elbows. You can go to your forehead, but I would like you to be much more interested in elongating the spine than in how deep you get. You're here for about 3 deep breaths. If you feel the external rotators of your hips, if you feel the outside of your bottom, gluteus medius, you are doing it right. Should be a deep stretch. Beautiful. Let's come up and we'll simply switch sides. So change the stack or the crossing of your legs. So some people call this double pigeon. It's also called fire log pose, simply because you're stacking your lower legs like 2 logs of wood. Inhale for length, exhale. So again, I'm much more interested in how long you can get through the spine than in how deep you can get. If you're going really low, but your shoulders are round, come back up, pull the sternum forward, and then go for it. 3 deep breaths. Good. And let's come all the way up. Spin your legs around to the side. We're going to lay down. We'll have just a really brief Shavasana here. You can extend your arms and legs, palms face the sky, close your eyes. Relax your feet and the little muscles in your ankles.
Relax your lower legs and your knees. Relax your thighs and your lower belly. Let the feeling of relaxation move into the hips and the lower back. It's like all of that is just melting into the floor beneath you. Relax through the middle back, the rib cage, the upper back, the shoulders, the arms. Soften your neck, the top of your head. And last but certainly not least, soften your face. Let your face be a reflection of the relaxation that you feel. Take the arms all the way overhead, great big stretch from fingertips down to toes. And you can roll onto one side. Let's come up to seated. Crossing the legs in any way that's comfortable for you. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to Namaste and bow the head slightly. In these last few moments of practice, see if you can drop into your awareness a little deeper. Beautiful. And again, today's practice was all about standing your ground and having a strong foundation. Physically, we do that through our legs. So when we start to cultivate that strength and that awareness of the strong foundation, then we can grow the energy up and feel supported. So let's invite that feeling in now to all levels of the self, so that the emotions feel supported, the mind feels supported, and the entire being feels supported. The light in me recognizes and bows to the light in each of you. Namaste.